What's up, guys? Teddy Striker here, and the unthinkable happened. Sean Strickland actually beat Israel Adesanya, and I'm speechless. I thought Adesanya was gonna win. I thought he was gonna KO Sean Strickland in the third round or the second round, but Sean Strickland turned up and he fought the perfect fight, and that's exactly how you want to fight a kickboxer. Or like a kicker, someone who likes to kick a lot. Like Pereira, he's a kickboxer, but he's more like boxing oriented, and he's got a lot of power. But Adesanya, he's got some pretty good power, but it's not like Pereira's power, and he's got like a bit more weapons, I would say, than Pereira. But he's man, he in the first round he got dropped, and that was very surprising. Like he was kind of like selling up like he was doing against Alex Pereira. But the difference between Pereira and Strickland is Pereira loves his left hook. Like he will throw that all day. That's his go-to thing. Like the jab to left hook, he loves that. Sean Strickland, however, he loves the 1-2. He loves the jab cross, the very, very basic stuff. And he essentially won this fight with a jab, a right hand, and a front kick to the body here and there in his defense, which is crazy. He didn't even grapple this whole fight. Like he actually didn't even shoot for a takedown once. Like that is surprising, but yeah, Adesanya he was getting backed up the whole time. I thought he was, gonna be able to avoid this, like leading into this fight. I thought that he was gonna be able to keep it at range of his feints a bit more, but Strickland was reacting to the feints, but it wasn't giving it bigger openings. But I think another problem is like when Adesanya got rocked, I think that his game plan kind of like switched and he was trying to knock him out. Whereas before it seemed like he was a bit trying to set him up, but he was trying to do a bit too much, I would say. He was like throwing like body shots, like question mark kicks to the head already, and like leg kicks that weren't even like landing. Some of them were, some of them weren't. But I think he should have probably focused a bit more on the jab and the leg kicks in the first round. Stick and move, feint, like throw feints like that. But he, like as soon as he got rocked and dropped, like he started to be a bit more aggressive and like throw those overhands and like throw question mark kicks. Like it was not landing. Like he was not able to land it because he wasn't setting it up. Like I thought he was gonna be able to set him up way better. But look at how he was able to set Paulo Costa up, like with his shots and everything. He like broke down Costa, and I thought something similar would happen where Strickland was gonna like pressure, but not to the extent he did. He really meant what he said, because a lot of the times he talks a lot and he's like, "I'm gonna do this to this guy, I'm gonna do that," but he doesn't actually do it. But this time he really did. He came like in Adesanya's face from the very first round, and that's what led to the knockdown, because Adesanya had nowhere to go. He was like, there's not much space. He was like, okay, I'm gonna play possum. I'm assuming is what he thought, and I'm gonna counter him with a hook or like a right hand. And he tried to go for a hook, and that's exactly the same way that Kamaru Usman knocked out Jorge Masvidal. Like he threw like the left hand, and then he threw the two right behind it, and Adesanya, like Masvidal, countered with the left hook, and you never want to do that, because that just opens a clear pathway for the right hand to land clean on your chin. We've seen it time and time again. It's one of my favorite combos. Leon Edwards says that it works if you're both in the same stance and your opponent likes that left hook. You bait it off them, and he dropped him pretty bad. And the craziest thing about this fight was that Sean Strickland was outstriking him like for the majority of the fight. I thought you could probably give him like every round. Like, I can see like a 49-46 for Strickland, but I can also see a 50-45. Like that was crazy. But overall, I think I'm gonna say 49-46. But yeah, like I don't know what Adesanya is gonna do to win the rematch. I think he should take some time off. Like, maybe take the year off. Like, don't feel pressure to come back. Because regardless of when he comes back, he's getting a title shot. And, like, yeah, that was just, like, a tough matchup, which was unexpected. I did think that, like, Strickland's defense might play a factor, but I did not think that Sean Strickland's pressure was going to be that effective. Because even against Abbas Magomedov, he wasn't pressuring that much. Like, he hasn't pressured someone like that. Like, he was really ready to go to war. And, it's crazy. And he did what he was going to do. And he did what he said he was going to do. He beat Adesanya with that jab, that right hand. He was ready for war. And Adesanya, like, he's a kicker at heart. If you take away his kicks, his boxing is not as good as when he's got his full weapons. So he was limited, and I think he was getting a bit fatigued, just constantly moving, because Strickland was not giving him seconds to breathe. And Strickland has crazy cardio, but I'm shocked at that. And yeah, I'll make a video talking about it more like next week. But yeah, just to quickly go over the card, Tai Tuivasa lost to Volkov, which, Volkov looked really good, and Tai Tuivasa, it sucks for him. I'll make a video talking about him more. And then Tyson Pedro showed up big time. Justin Tafa got a great KO. Overall, it was a pretty good card, but that main event is, like, really, really surprising. That was an upset. And this is just MMA. This is just how it goes.